When I browse through eBay listings or shop in a thrift store, I always keep my eyes peeled for weird and interesting things to purchase. I also search for total trash too, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just some sort of junkyard hipster. At any rate, I picked up the Gem Hunter in Afghanistan for a few bucks, and honestly didn't expect much from it. I was pleasantly surprised. The film follows Gary Bowersox as he travels through the Hindu Kush mountains of Afghanistan. He's a professional gem salesman, and he's attempting to reach one of the world's oldest mines, a place that's just lousy with riches. It was of particular interest to me that this journey took place in July of 2001, just a few short weeks before the September 11th attacks. In retrospect, I'm sure Gary was glad to have left the region when he did. I can't imagine any other American tourists were too comfortable in Afghanistan during that time period. So right off the bat, I'm looking at Gary and thinking, this guy doesn't seem like a rough and tumble adventurer. He looks more like Santa Claus than Indiana Jones. But he is a Vietnam vet, and he's a hell of a lot braver than I could ever be. You'd never find me in Afghanistan. Hell, I don't even like leaving my house. Meanwhile, Gary's traipsing all across the entire Middle East with ease. This film opens with Gary and his cameraman in Pakistan. They need to cross the border into Afghanistan, but their usual route is currently being manned by the Taliban. Plan B is to sneak across the border at a different and more remote location. Unfortunately, in order to pull this off, Gary and his cameraman need to evade a couple Pakistani guard towers. Keep in mind, this dangerous expedition is simply for the purposes of acquiring gemstones, mostly emeralds and some blue rock called lapis lazuli. I wouldn't be risking my life for this stuff, but we've already established I'm a huge crybaby coward. When Gary finally reaches his ultimate destination, he casually enters the mine, completely unconcerned with its total lack of safety features. There's not a single buttress or support system to be found anywhere. This place is just a twisted maze of jagged caverns, all of which look like they formed naturally through the passage of time. The locals blast their way through the solid rock using repurposed Russian landmines and warheads, junk that was just left over from the old Soviet-Afghan war of decades ago. There is a chance that Gary's playing up some of the danger here for the camera, but even play acting under these circumstances is incredibly unsafe. I'd definitely buy more videos of Gary Bowersox's legendary adventures, but sadly, as far as I know, this is the only one he ever captured on film.